Hello guys, what's up? Today is OMGHAX, and today, I have something. I'm going to explain the upload schedule at the very beginning, and I'm going to, and then I'm going to tell a story about, this happened about 2 years ago, how I broke my arms. Now, so, let's get right to it. So, first of all, dear Dad, I'm going to try not to ramble and, kind of just like, what was the other word? Whatever it was. Sorry for the ramblingness and whatever it wasness of the longness of last video. I'm going to try and make this quick, because...
Gabe?
Yes?
Time to get your shower done.
Dang it. Well, the sum of the schedule is basically vlogs on Wednesdays and stories and commentaries on weekends. So sorry if you can't hear me. I don't think she's taking the hints. Let's just get to the story about how I broke my arms. I'm gonna pause here and wait till my sister's done being a nerd. Alright, now I'm going to tell you the story about how I broke my arm. So, way long ago, I was in 4th grade. I remember the exact day. March 16th, it was a weekend. My friend invited me over to ride his bike down the hill with him on his block. He invited another friend too, and so his other friend went, and so he were kind of always stuck on the back, while Brett, which was the other friend who would just kind of stick on the front, and I was always on the middle. And it was luckily that I wasn't the one on the back, or no one would have noticed what happened. So he invited me over to ride bikes with him, and so I did ride bikes with him. We rode down the hill, and so down the hill was just really awesome. I mean, I really loved it. I wanted to do it again. But then my mom called an hour later. My mom called me back. She's like, "Hey, you gotta come back here. We gotta do something." What we had to do was go to the library, so that we kind of went back fast. And so a couple hours after we got back, I was like, "You know what? Can I just go back to Brett's again, and we can ask him if he can get Cohen to ride bikes down the hill again?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. You want to go ask him?" And so I did, and so I went to ask him, and I was like, "Hey, Brett, you want to ride bikes again?" And so I was like, "Okay, I'll go get Cohen." He got Cohen, and the whole team was gathered. Cohen is kind of just in the original order, like Brett, me, and Cohen. So we were riding down the hill, and so we rode down the hill a lot. It was kind of late because some people were out that were they was driving more often then. So it's actually not a car that hit me. Some of the doctors said it was, but so I rode down the hill. So that lasted for a while, and those were really fun moments until I don't really remember what happened, but from Cohen's point of view, this is what happened. I had hit my handlebar on a pole, launched off the bike head first, and kind of like landed really hard. I got scratched and all over the place. And he was like, Brett! And so, it was something like that. I don't really remember. It was like, Brett, bro, look at this. He just launched off. It's like, oh gosh, I've got to get my mom. And so he got his parents. Luckily, the house was just right around, so they got me to a hospital. And I was really, hurt. I don't remember this, and I'm glad I don't. Whenever they tried to move me at all, I would scream it hurt really bad. I had to get across a stretcher to to the hospital. So I was just kind of being ran all over the place, like, we gotta get this guy to safety. And so we found me a room, and I watched some movies. It lasted about I was in there for a whole day and 2 nights. Well, one night in the morning. So I got up that one Sunday. I'm going all rambly again. So, hold on, let me go back. So, my arm was too sore to move with my right arm, the one that got it most, because that was the arm I actually put up to try and counter the fall, but it didn't work. My arm broke really hard. Like, it wasn't just a fracture. It was literally split in half. Like, when the skin broke, it got healed. And so they put casts on my arm. And so my arm, I tried to get them both in yellow, but yellow is my favorite color. But they couldn't have that, so because their yellow casts, for some reason, they were all out. So I was like, the closest thing you can find to yellow for my left one, and I got blue for my right one. And my right one was the longest. I'll wrap this up. And so when I got out, I had to walk like C-3PO because of my right one, and my left one did the same thing too. I went home, and I actually tested out by playing a Super Mario game just to see if I could still use the computer, because I really hoped I could, because if I didn't, I was doomed. So I could, so I'm not doomed. And everything, just about 2 months later, way into the summer, I had braces, and I got my braces off because everything had just healed, and everything just went all well, so I'm glad. Also, one memorable moment about that year is that I got on the talent show. That was good. I'm gonna wrap this up.